Hey there, welcome back to Angry Bird. I'm just going to talk about vaccines right now, just for a little bit. Yeah, I'm not going to sit here and try to tell you that I'm a doctor. I'm not. I'm not an MD. I don't have the information necessary to really, truly make a solid educational decision. All I can do is read the statistics. And if you don't know how to read statistics, essentially it's outcomes, it's numbers, it's a percentage. It's kind of like going into a casino. You know, the casino knows out of every whatever, thousand of you, one of you is going to walk out with some money, right? But 900, no, or 9,000, or 999 of you are going to walk out with nothing. You're going to help the casino pay that guy that walked out with money, and then they're going to collect the rest. They know the math. They figured it out. They know how to win. Statistics with vaccines show you how to win. They do. You don't need to understand them. You really don't. You just need to understand the statistics. And that's it. So if you don't know, in Gaines County, Texas, right now, there's the population there is 22,892. Yet, that county, that small ass county in this 340 million of us country, has 65% of the measles cases. 65. The measles is going all over the place. It's in Ohio. It's in Colorado. There's been cases reported all over the place. New Mexico and Texas are the main ones, but it's kind of going everywhere. But almost all of them, it seems like 65%, started in one little spot with a small little fraction of the population. Now, how does that work? Statistically, you see, measles and diseases, once they've gotten into the population, there's statistics that show you where it goes from there. If you get the vaccine and everybody gets the vaccine, there's statistics that show where we go from there. And if you just know how to read the statistics, you would know where to go, what you would want to do. Okay? You got guys out there like RFK Jr. out there selling fake cures, snake oil, and all otherwise. They pretend to know shit, and there's people out there that don't trust vaccines. They just don't. And so they trust RFK Jr. Right? They trust guys like him. They think that guy's trying to tell them the truth, trying to help him, right? This guy has the audacity. RFK Jr. has the audacity after being this fucking crusade to where he made a lion's share of his money in the last 8 years. In the last 8 years, if you followed RFK Jr. and all you followed was how he made money, you would see he was fucking milking the anti-vax movement. Fucking milking it. All right? And he has the audacity after an 8-year-old dies from parents who didn't vaccinate their child, got measles and died. He had the audacity to go to that fucking funeral. And he has it in his head that the parents have it in their head, first of all, that was meant to be, and they wouldn't have done it any other way. And then RFK Jr.'s over there, after promoting this shit for 8 years, has the audacity to show up to what? Honor one of the deaths he created? It makes no fucking sense. If you don't know how to read statistics, just go to the fucking doctor, please. They know. And if you don't trust your doctor, find one you do. They know. At least they fucking should. Damn. I don't know how you get your license. I don't know how you get a medical license without understanding that material, without knowing how to read the statistics, without knowing how to read the results. So let me ask you a question. If you were an anti-vaxxer right now, your skepticism for it, right? You heard things, you're reading material that somebody sent you, and you're reading it, and it's giving you second thoughts, right? You're reading it, second thoughts. How do you know you're right? How are you so fucking sure you're right? I can see in Gaines County, Texas, they fucking got it wrong. People are dying now. I can see 3 deaths already. 3. I don't know how many hospitalizations. I'm not going to keep track of that. You see, the difference between COVID and measles is we already eliminated measles. We already wiped it out. It's only coming back because people are stupid. Literally. And RFK Jr. is the type of person promoting for you not to get that vaccine. Now, on the surface, it may look like RFK Jr. is being an honest guy, and he means you well. He doesn't understand the material, and he is trying his best, and that's how he interpreted it, and now he's trying to tell you that's how it is, right? Maybe. But like I said, for 8 years, roughly, go look at how he made his money. It's like Trump coming out Democrat now. That's what it would look like. If RFK Jr. stepped off of the anti-vax wagon, it would look like he's like woke or Democrat. It would look so mystifying to the people that follow him and have been following this guy and giving him money and where he makes his money. That it would be like almost a betrayal. It's like you made the mob and now you can't control it, so you're just gonna go with it. This is kind of what RFK Jr. looks like to me. He knows right from wrong. The bloke himself was vaccinated, and he's telling others not to. It's dishonesty on the highest levels. It's like, you do what I say, but not what I'm doing. What's that sound like? Sounds like a parent, right? A parent who smokes cigarettes tells their kids, don't smoke cigarettes. You know, don't worry about what you see me doing. You just don't do it. It's the same difference. What do kids do? They start smoking cigarettes. You know, they see their parents do shit, they copy it. You cannot hold a stance of death and get away with it. RFK Jr. holds a stance of death. People that follow blokes like that have that trust me bro syndrome. They do. They just trust a bloke. What was that paper? I'm sure I can Google it in 30 seconds. The paper that all this autism shit came out of. All of it. Right? This guy said long ass time ago that, whatever, in his paper that he found link between MMR and like autism or some shit, right? I'm going to ask you a question. If you're being honest with yourself, how do you know? How do you know that somebody out there don't already know what causes autism? And to cover the tracks, a guy like that got paid. How would you know? You see, Big Oil in the 70s knew climate change was real. And their own scientists, they discovered what the hell they were doing to the planet. Their own people did. You got to remember how much money these blokes have. They can pretty much figure anything out they want. They got unlimited money to do it. And then in the next breath, they sell the public that climate change could be this, it could be that, it could be all these other reasons except the shit they have. The shit that they know was causing it. You gotta think, and you gotta be able to read the statistics. You cannot follow a bloke because you trust him. You can't. You do that, you're gonna end up in trouble. I wouldn't ask anybody to follow me and just trust me, bro. It's asinine. You don't know me. You don't know if I mean you good or bad intention. You couldn't tell. I have to show you I mean you good. I have to show you the statistics that show you what I'm saying is going to guide you in the right direction. The statistics I show you would show you on vaccines, would show you that you could be a loser or winner. As simple as that. Taking that choice. Protecting your body. Teaching your own body's immune system, how to react to some very vicious shit out there. And if you don't understand what that means, it's just as simple as getting your body prepared. If you're going to go into a triathlon, you're not going to wake up 50 pounds heavy and overweight and go try to do it, are you? You're going to build yourself up to it. Well, vaccines build your immune system up for the fight that's coming. And you, without that buildup, aren't ready. And if you get the measles when you're not ready, you are going to be a different bloke after. I don't need to tell you all the different damn side effects. I don't need to tell you everything about measles. I don't need to tell you everything there is to know about MMR vaccines. I don't need to be the doctor, fucking scientist that can explain it to you line by line by line by line of what it's doing to you and how it helps you. All you need to be able to understand is the outcomes. If you understand outcomes, you already know you're making a good bet. It's like the safest fucking bet there is. You know, the kind of bet where you got like 99 point whatever % chance of winning. And why would you not take that chance? Like, it's like you got a 0.0 whatever % of not winning. A bad reaction or otherwise, right? There's statistics out there. People aren't, everybody's a little different. There's bodies out there that have reactions. Doctors are aware. That's why they have steps in place if that happens. But you're literally walking in with like a success rate off the charts. You're walking in a winner. You don't even know it. And if you're going to worry about that statistic of maybe if I'm that 1% or less than 1%, whatever the hell it is, that can have a bad reaction, you still missed your homework assignment. It was still better to do that than it was not to. You know, like, how would you ever know? How would you ever know? If you don't understand the material, how would you ever know what way to go? So that's what I'm trying to get at. I don't understand the material. I can read the charts. That I can read. I can read the way a virus duplicates and how many days before it doubles, and I can see how fast it expands. I can read those charts. I can see how dangerous and crazy spreading a virus is. There are things you can understand without having to understand the actual detail of it, man. And if you understand enough, you could see, plain as day, vaccines are the way to go. And if you go out there and get a vaccine, you go, oh, Angry Bird told me, and you have a reaction, that ain't my fault, man. Okay? I'm not sitting here pushing you to it. I'm trying to tell you the odds are literally stacked for you if you go do it. Literally. You can't have better odds than getting vaccines. You can't. If you want to live longer, that's the way to do it. Obviously, living long. There's a lot of health and other things that you got to worry about. But disease-wise, getting wiped out from a very serious fucking disease, vaccines are the way to avoid that. At any rate, just a thought. I hope you understand that all these deaths we're seeing are unnecessary. All the pain and suffering we're getting from the measles right now is unnecessary. And the fact that this bloke, RFK Jr., is out there at fucking funerals now, the very funerals he created, is just dishonesty off the charts. The man has made millions and millions and millions, and now people are dying over it, and he's out attending funerals. It's fucking dishonesty off the charts. The guy's a cruel, cruel, bad person. And anybody following him, man, I mean, you got to check yourself. You really do. All right, bye.